It's that time again. Distorted Reality Podcast, where Distorted Nation Radio meets Reality Check TV. With your hosts, Shell Rizza from Reality Check TV and C-Core from Distorted Nation Radio. With your Kevlar-coated commentaries by producer Kevlar. It's time to distort your reality.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, I need to get that back a little bit. There we go. Oh, there, I'm super loud. Okay, what do you know? Can I put my... No.
I don't even know what I look like. Let me just get a quick...
I'm ugly. I know it. I'm fat. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm here. You're not. That's all I care about.
Okay, wait. Let me make sure.
You know this is live on Facebook. Remember
It's
that.
okay, guys. Look, I'm just adjusting. Okay, what is this little speck here?
I don't know.
Okay, let me make my
It's a
hair
speck.
longer.
Okay. Somebody call Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
All right, we live? When are we going?
Start the music, producer.
And we are.
And we're back. This is episode 1 of Distorted Reality Podcast. I'm Shell Rizzer. We have C-Core in the house.
I thought we had an actual intro.
We got Kevlar in the background.
Oh, man. Let's do the actual intro. All right.
Okay, so hey, we're going.
That was practice.
This is I thought we already had an episode 1. Is this
No, that was episode 0.
Episode point zero. This is episode 0.05.
Oh, is that how it works?
No, I'm kidding.
No, this is 1. This is the first one.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands, boss.
I know, because we're gonna have a table. You guys are gonna watch the whole progression of it, and But I'd like for you to put. Do we have push play?
Push what?
Kevlar on
What's push play?
on the intro?
What's this?
What is push play?
You know, push that button. Is it the green
What
button?
was the intro part you're just going to put in at the beginning before we start?
I can do some laughter.
Oh my God,
Okay, there's a lot more production in my second show than in my first show. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I get it. So I just kind of gave you guys some insight. You know, this is live for us. We not only normally would do it on a. Are we gonna do live every time or just this special one time?
On Facebook Live?
Yeah.
We'll do it as long as the phone works. I mean,
Okay.
It all depends. I mean, I can set up my laptop over there and have that going, but
Maybe I should.
I think we should get some electrical tape and tape off all these non-official sponsors. I mean, Monster. I'd love for you to be a sponsor. Give us free energy drinks.
What are you on? Distorted Nation Radio
For
Live?
what?
For this?
No,
right
I'm on
now?
our page, Distorted Reality Live.
On Facebook.
No, no, it's on MySpace.
The only reason why is I took the app off. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to pull it up so we could see.
You totally took yourself off the app off the phone for your show.
You know why I did it is because I'm addicted to the internet, and I was trying to have some self-control and only just kind of like flood Instagrid and Instagram.
Get off the interwebs.
Yeah, just a little bit. And
detox.
All it's done is force me to find my computer, log in. Where's my password?
Get back in the old school days of having to be on a computer, a laptop.
Sending emails.
Hang on, let me check my email. Hang on, the page is just loading slowly.
Could you, while you're doing everything over there, Kevlar, can you go log in to see if there's anybody trying to talk to us right now?
No, we don't care about that right now.
We don't?
You're
Right.
watching this right now. We don't care about you.
Okay,
This is just a test.
You.
You're lucky you're getting to see what we're doing right now. As of that,
You're right. I'm
go
too
blank
nice.
yourselves.
Okay, you're right. You're too nice.
This is Saturday. Okay, this is technically a day I'm supposed to have off, but I'm still here in the office working. So
You're actually doing double duty because you were doing other work
I'm
earlier.
doing 3 duties, and I got to do a duty in a little while.
True, but that's more fun.
All because of the donut.
Right, so the donut. Hey, you know what? I want to do some introductions. I'm going to kind of I'm not going to do a full. I'm not going to do a full I was born in Daly City, Pacifica. I was raised kind of story introduction.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, but at least I am a native Californian. You are, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, check one. We have a lot in common,
oh.
so we're going to just start with that. I'm
What
not sure
are you
what's
doing?
going on. He's crawling somewhere. Okay.
You can totally be caught on camera moving around the
That
studio.
would be
It is
great.
okay.
Is he going to turn? Oh, I don't know how he's adjusting the camera.
I don't know, but
Anyways.
he can look right now and see if there's anyone live. I mean, we have like 2 followers
look
on
real
the
quick?
page. I don't think it
He
matters.
didn't even care.
It's okay. See,
Moving on. All right. So as far as introducing myself, I am in my 50s, so I am going to represent the 80s generation and
whoa! I was born in '85. I get to represent that generation for at least 5 years of it.
I'm thinking more you're in the your teenage years were in the 90s.
Late '90s.
Yeah. And so
Beginning of the millennial season.
And so mine is I'm not sure I don't know the hand signals yet. He was very distracting. We need paddles.
It says 4 people.
Oh, 4 people.
Maybe we're 3 of them.
Oh.
So.
We're all logged into ourselves.
Not me. I'm off that app. So
yeah.
How funny. He just sits there with this weird look on his face with 4. That's the kind of
I don't
story
know,
of my life.
but we definitely need a colder studio in here. Like it's
Is it a little
warm.
warm in
It's a
here?
little warm.
I
think it's because we're all in the hot seat. We're all like getting ready to do this for the real first time now.
Well, you know what? If you turn the fan, it clicks one more. Will it make it? Because it would really make
Oh,
it
then
more
we hear it.
friction. They might hear that. So
Who knows?
So back to me in my introducing of
Yes,
myself.
this is all about her. I'm out.
I'm the reality part of and he's the distorted part. So we're just gonna, and I think that it should be opposite because I feel like
No, I keep
Corey's
interrupting you, so I am the distorted part.
That's true. And but as far as what do I want to say, I think I'm going to continue to give you every time we do an episode, I'll give you a different introduction. That's what I think I'm going to go with it. And maybe I'll just
Dude, no, I already did that for Distorted Nation when it first came out on the internet.
I'm already
radio
a poser.
station.
I didn't listen.
No, I was already like the hostess with the mostest, or like the coolest of the cool, or like a different introduction every time or something.
Oh, that was a lot of work, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had like 2 pages of stuff right now that I was like, crap, got to come up with something new.
Well, I'm just going to read our mission statement because I think we wrote
Wait,
it.
we got one of those?
Yeah, it's a brief. It's going to be
Was
ongoing.
I sober
too.
when we did this?
I don't think we were. Okay, so this is what I highlighted it as well in this nice little.
She's more
book.
professional, folks.
You have a right to freedom of speech, but you don't have a right to be offended.
Oh, yeah.
That's our mission.
I've been
That's it.
saying that forever. Yeah, I mean, in the Constitution, you have the freedom of speech, but where in the Constitution does it say you have the right to be offended?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's it. That's all we were going to work on that. I did.
I thought you had more than that written down.
No, and then
That was just like a product statement. It wasn't really like a mission statement.
And then I had some rules. Somehow we wrote rules, or I did.
Okay.
Everyone gets a turn.
Everyone gets to say their piece, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our biggest sponsors is Hellraiser Clothing, which, Rowdy, Unruly, and Troublesome, Be Loud, Be Heard, all their taglines and everything, which, be proud of who you are, and if something strikes you, if something you want to chime in on or say or be able to talk about, you all have a right to be heard. We don't have to like what you're saying. I mean, you have a right to at least voice it, and if I tell you to blank off, then blank off.
Yeah, and then
Wait, this is podcast. This is, TV, internet stuff. Fuck off.
We could say it. We could say it.
I'm used to FCC regulations on my other show, okay?
And then we only put one other rule, and that was don't be angry.
Yeah, don't take anything personal. This is just a topic of discussion. No matter what we talk about, whether it's abortion or murder or whatever. I mean, this is racism or politics. It's
elderly abuse, anything.
Yeah, everything. If you're a decent human being, we all know what's going to anger people and what's going to get your goat. All right, but if it's all said in a comical way to get you intrigued more or get you angry to get, fired up right into the show. Tell us how you feel. What did we say that pissed you off? Like do it.
I agree. And I want to give everyone
And just
an
remember, we love our
opportunity.
haters more than we love our fans.
True, because I actually encourage the haters because I want them to see the evolution of me. Rarely do I put a filter on because I want you to see me like really, really.
Can I put a Shannon Tatum filter on? That's all I got to ask.
I like to let people see me at my worst. So when you meet me in person, you're like, you're not as bad as I thought.
Oh, no, I'm all cool with you. I'm a dick. I'm an asshole, whatever, But when you see how much stuff I do in the community, for the community, that's when I'll tell you to fuck off.
That's true. That's true. So there was something that we were talking about last time we were writing stuff. I think we're gonna do a Dr. Shell and Nurse Secor.
Nurse Secor, yes. I got to get the little outfit on, and so yeah, I got to shave my legs.
We're not going to tell you all our topics because you know what? I know you'll steal them. There's somebody out there right now trying to do some kind of
no.
Nurse
Shell,
Secor.
There's
no
already
everything's
already been done. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, just get that through your head. It's all about taking your own personal spin, doing whatever with it, and making it more intriguing than the other person doing it. And if you can't do that, then okay, whatever. Just keep doing what you're doing. As long as you got a fan out there, at least you have one fan. That's all that matters. You're doing something right.
If you need some help, look up Simpsons Done It. Simpsons Done It. Look up that episode.
Oh, okay. Is that the Family Guy one where the Simpsons did everything?
Correct.
Okay, I don't know that. Okay, speaking of sponsors and stuff, I would like to take a...
she's trying to poison me with some healthy stuff here.
Organic nutrition break right now because I need a little... we had a donut earlier.
I have a feeling this is vegan empowered. And I would like to say that I'm against vegans.
It's okay, but it tastes good. Ready?
Okay. Oh, I got to try it. All right, I'll try it. All right.
It's a little chalky and thick, but you'll get through it.
Now I don't want to try it. Oh, there's like no other cap. I thought there was like a pull tab or something. Oh, no. It tastes like cardboard at the end.
Pepto-Bismol.
But because it's in cardboard.
Right.
Vanilla flavored chalk. But hey, 12 grams of protein and all those veggies and stuff in there.
21 vitamins and minerals, organic fruits and veggies, 16 grams of plant protein. But I want some, like, beef protein. I need, like, a burger.
Yeah, we're going to get a burger later. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a burger
at the Hellraiser shop. There's barbecue.
We're actually going to, it's invite only, and I don't know who's watching. If you know where the Hell House is.
Then you're invited.
I'm not going to tell you.
You should know they have an open door.
Yeah, you should know that already. So
the guy that runs the gate to the Wizard of Oz, like, he's always at the gate. Don't worry. He's always there. He's walking around with the one leg.
I'm all about this next. Remember last time when we were talking about episode 0, if you guys want to reflect back, that was kind of a wild, ride. That was spontaneous. I want to address the closet door that was open. Okay. I didn't know. All right. And that's all I could see through the whole thing.
She just walked out of it. All right. Let's just give her a break.
Right. I just walked out of the closet. Actually, that's something I want to talk about. I'll just go there right now because I'll forget. Where do you, I don't know if you eat binge or eat whatever. Like I eat Snicker bars in the car, French fries alone. But when I'm really acting out, I go inside my pantry. I didn't always have a pantry, so I'd find a closet, but I am a closet person. And I like to go in my pantry and do shots of whiskey, even though I don't like whiskey. And, can you relate?
Are you ashamed to do it?
No, I don't know. I just feel like I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding? Wait, how old did you say you were? You're 50-something? Like, you're an adult. You can do whatever you want.
I know, but I feel like...
I'd go out back and drink it in my underwear. Like, do whatever you want. It's your house.
I think I'm hiding from Kevin's judgment. I don't know.
Why would I judge you?
Why would he
whiskey?
judge you other than the fact that you're not pouring him a shot, too?
Exactly. Whiskey without me?
Or at least, pour him a shot of tequila.
Maybe I'm just hiding the fact that I'm eating so much like snacks or popcorn. I'm not sure, but I just feel comfortable there. That's why. I'm not trying to figure it out, but maybe we'll dive into that when we do an episode of Shell's Therapy Corner.
Okay.
I was trying to segue into the next topic.
What was the topic? I didn't know we had topics.
Well, we might. If you pick apart every episode, I always say leave a trail of breadcrumbs. If you follow me, I call myself The Shell Show. I've been talking in third person for many years. There's people that come at me like, you're kind of strange. I'm all what?
Are those the other voices in your head?
There are many, and Kevin has met probably 4 or 5 of my different personalities. This is just Shellraiser here. That's actually an incumbent of OG Stevie wanted to name me, and he was just blown out. I mean, blown out. I wish you could have done the sound there. That would have been great instead of my little puh.
I would reword how you said what you just said. That's all I have to say.
My name is Michelle, and in the middle of there's hell, and Stevie was like Shellraiser, and it just blew him away. So I took it.
He's getting blown a lot in this statement.
He is, Stevie. Yes, he is. So, okay, let's moving forward with the next thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about August 6th. Okay.
August 6th. Okay.
Yeah.
We're jumping towards the end of your little cheat sheet teleprompter over there.
There's no
You can't see it
order.
over there, folks.
There's no order. I just want to
It's at the end of the list.
It is the end of the list because I didn't want to forget, but it could be highlighted to the top. It is in blue, and the other stuff is in red. Just so we know, we do.
I like how you have free flow. Like I said, there was a script, there were topics. I didn't get the memo.
Free flow means that we could talk about anything we want to because I have no topics. There's no prep. Okay.
Okay, good, because I want to go off on the whole pandemic stuff still going on that's out there. But first, talk about the August 6th thing.
Yeah, I just want to get business
next
out of the way.
Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Not today. Next Saturday.
One of Secor's, I guess, things that he had on his wish list was to see if we could go mobile, and it's going to happen next Saturday. We're going to go mobile with this podcast. It's going to be obviously a modified version because we're going to be on site. But before the band start at 7, we'll be there between 4 and 6 at the Out of Bounds Brewery.
Yes, in Lincoln, right? Is it Lincoln or Rockland?
It's in Rockland.
Rockland, okay.
And it's Isaac's birthday.
Isaac who?
Isaac is a good music promoter who books a lot of the shows for the Out of Bounds over there.
So if you're looking to get on an event at Out of Bounds, hit up Isaac. I'll pull up his name in a minute if I just get over here and grab my phone. Unplug that.
Oh, yeah, he has another phone. He has a bat phone. He's important. I only have one phone.
Oh, yeah, I'm, I say it's my drug dealer phone. I got 3 different companies that I work for. One of them supplied me with a secondary phone.
That's always nice.
I'd rather just have.
Wait, you know what? I have a work phone, but I don't want to do anything on that work phone because I feel like they track
J.
me.
Isaac Lawson.
Yeah, Lawson.
Lawson, Lawson.
Yeah, contact him. And what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we want to do live in the community. We're going to see anybody that pops up, but obviously the bands that are going to be loading in, they're going to come in and maybe have a little conversation with us. Maybe we can get one of those food vendors if they're there early enough to, give us some free French fries for some advertisement. That would be cool. That's what I want on my list. But
what, you want free food from food trucks?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
free anything.
That's one thing I don't like about the tables. Anything you touch it, you just boom.
We got to change that
the mic.
Okay. We better put some a towel on there or something.
Just put a giant styrofoam pillow, like a soft pillow.
Oh, speaking of that, we have new foam. It's in our garage
new
right
foam.
now. Foam to fill up the windows because when we secure this room, and he says we don't have to cover this thing, but I think we should. You said you have something.
Well, I don't know. I was just coming up with an idea, but I don't care. It's your house. You do what you want.
There's
already curtain hooks up there. For all the folks seeing straight on, you can't see to the right of the stage, so we're good with that.
It's okay.
That's Shell's closet, all right? You don't want to go in there. You'll get lost. Okay, all the shoes, all the clothes.
Not a lot of shoes, but
it's all electronics in there.
I like to go wireless.
I mean, if you're going to talk about security, then you should put some bars on the window.
I am thinking about, this is a door to the next door.
And you can follow in the form of Distorted Nation and have a moat dug out around your studio and then have alligators with lasers in there.
When you said follow in the form, I got a visual of that, what was in the form of.
What, like the Wonder Twins?
Yes.
Wonder Twins, powers activate. Form of ice dildo. Shape of, I don't know.
Yeah. So that would be a good thing. That would be a good thing. Okay, so let's get back to talking about future stuff.
I'd rather talk about what I wanted to go off on.
What did you want to go off on?
Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. I have a lot of layers. I'm an onion. Just keep opening and opening and opening. Recently, for the last week, I've had a younger gentleman that I have been taking into my care, and I was helping him out get away from a family member that is cuckoo. Anyways, and so I was he was hungry. I was can I just get something from McDonald's on the way when we're going out fishing? I'm like, okay, cool. It was 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night. Why are all the goddamn McDonald's closed on the inside of their freaking restaurants at 7 p.m.?
Oh, well, security, what town were you in? Are you off of Stockton Boulevard?
I was in Sac. It was like right off of freaking Folsom Boulevard and 80. Then we went over to the one off of Power Inn and 80. All of them close at 7. I'm like, get over this pandemic crap. Open up your restaurants. Let people come in until 9 o'clock like you used to. Like, I'm just still tired of all these restaurants and fast food places. Oh, we're enclosed on the inside. And then they say, oh, well, we don't have enough people working. Well, maybe if you guys didn't suck so much blanking dick, people would want to work for you. That's all I got to say.
No, I mean, I thought it was just like in like remote towns, like in Lincoln, like in the bedroom.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere now with the just.
Everything's still, I mean, a lot of stuff is like pretty much back to normal. Taco Bell's back to normal. Just was saying, I took my money there. So if you're watching McDonald's, blank you.
Have you gone to the Cantina?
No, I want to go down there. I do want to go down to downtown and check out the Cantina. I haven't actually
it's like watered down margaritas, but you can get an extra shot.
Dude, I haven't really done anything downtown-esque in probably, I don't know, probably since a year ago.
You know what? We were supposed to go to Concerts in Park last night. We're losers for not going.
I was supposed to go to like 3 different events at that. I didn't make it. I was working, and I got off work, and I got home, took a shower, sat on my bed, passed the hell out.
I know, that's kind of like...
She's talking about being 53. I am 36. All right, ladies? I am old. I am ancient.
Okay, talk about free-flowing. When you talked about that, I'm going to throw out a segment that's going to be ongoing from episode 1 until we get this guy, married with children, and then we'll do a whole nother episode, part 2 of that. So the quest to get... C-Core can get himself laid. We're not working for that, okay? It's not the quest to get your crepit ass laid, okay? For the people that are trying to I'll do him. No. We're looking for quality women that...
I am looking for my
soulmate.
My soulmate. Yeah. My partner in crime. Okay? I am looking to settle down, have a family...
And they have to like me, right? Because, we're part of your family. Like, if they don't...
Yes, my extended family comes with me, okay? That's Reality Check TV. That's the Sacramento Maidens of Metal. So, if you see me hanging out with some hot women that are promoting the Sacramento scene...
Calm down.
It's okay. They're business partners. That's it. Nothing more.
We also
there's
have...
Hellraiser, okay?
We also have your father, Stevie, that, we get...
my pops.
We get joint custody of him this week while Christopher's gone, so
and I gotta
be on standby.
I'm gonna also hit up Mom Tiffany and see how things are going. She's gonna be at the house. Then Stevie, he's gonna be left alone, so I'll stop in there and check on him.
So, but as far as meet the soulmate, that's actually going to be a legit organized segment. We're going to have time.
Or you can just auction me off. We'll get a few men together.
I want to auction Stevie as well. I feel like he could get a little action.
Oh, he'll be returned in the first hour. Just like when the aliens abducted him, and then all of a sudden they just dropped him back off. They're like, nope, we made a mistake.
And can we get some non-sexual auction? Like for me, I don't necessarily. I have a husband.
No one said that we wanted to have sex with the people. We're just talking about going out on a date.
Right,
Whoa, you think I'm that easy?
No, right.
You think I'd give it up that fast?
No, I'm just saying if it led to it. For me, I'd like to be auctioned. I need someone to talk to. Like you.
These fine people aren't good enough to talk to. I'm not good enough to talk to.
No, but
you got your husband right over there, and he's still not good enough to talk.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Right. No, actually, maybe I don't need someone to talk to. I need them to say affirmations of love. Wouldn't that be great? Just to go out to lunch and just be like, Michelle, I never thought about things that way.
We do an auction thing, whatever you want it to be. You want me to dress up like a gorilla and wash your car? I'll do that. Okay. If you want me to sit there and read you poetry, I will do that. Whatever you want me to do for the hour and a half that's our date, I will do.
Okay, so we're gonna start working on that. We're gonna have opportunities for people to call in, write in, and we're gonna have a legit.
It's gonna be multi-functional and media-esque, like all faculties you can get to us, and we're going to be replying back in every single form. YouTube, Facebook, Twitters, emails.
Ultimately, the top 12 women will be at a speed dating thing, and we're going to do that. I always wanted to do that.
I always wanted to do speed dating too, but you know what? That's so sexist. You charge the men like $50 in order to freaking like join a speed dating thing, and the women are free. It's like, to me, that's sexist. Okay, I'm just saying.
I would like to be part of a speed conversation where I could just tell you the truth. You come to my table and I get to tell it all.
You're short, you're fat, you smell. You don't have enough ambition in life. Your mom just called, says she's sad that you're her son.
You're afraid to give eye contact. You're shady. Your eyes are too close together.
I sure hope that's a bottle of freaking chloroform in your pocket right there. If not, you need to go to the bathroom and handle that yourself.
Right. He was giving me some signals again. I'm not sure.
I think he was saying there's 2 people watching the thing.
Oh, there's 2 people.
See, you gotta follow. So I mean, who cares? There's only there's probably more. That's the one thing that sucks about this Facebook. Check it out, Facebook. If you're watching this, maybe you should like actually have the thing updated, because I found out that there was more people watching one of my Distorted Nation videos than the one person that said, when I found out there was like 6 people in there or 10 people.
Yeah, and you know, when I do the Instagram live, if you watch it on your own,
they want you to think you're not as important as you really are.
But if you watch me on your own, you can find me. But if I invite you, I get all these messages later that we couldn't connect. So I'm like, what's the deal? Why do you give me the opportunity to invite if they're just going to be like blocked? It's almost like I invited them to.
Because it's Facebook wanting to keep you down. Zuckerberg, you're not more important than him.
No. I'm not even popular enough to be shadow banned when people are like, oh, I'm shadow banned. What do you mean? Like, they don't even know. What are we gonna do as far as having like background music? Do we need any kind of that kind of stuff?
No, we don't need that type of stuff.
No?
I mean, every once in a while, if we're going to talk about a band we're going to interview or something, maybe we could put a little sample of something in there.
Right.
But we don't need background noise. We're the show. We're the freaking...
This is it.
We
are the talent.
Look at my dick on the table, people.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Nothing else.
Yep.
Hang on. We got to zoom that in, though, because it's so small. Sorry.
Just like, well,
I don't think Kev has a super zoom on that'll zoom in that much to see it. So don't worry, we won't get kicked off anything.
Micro zoom.
Microscopic zoom.
I want to have swag. Let's just
swag.
And we also owe somebody. We had, excuse me, we had this thing where he said the first 100 people to like our Distorted Reality.
Well, hang on, I didn't agree to that part, so she owes you. Okay. I don't know what she owes you.
I owe you something.
I'm just kidding.
And I'm going to give it to you in the future, but I don't know who you are, and I didn't have the ability to find out who the people's names were. Before they changed Facebook, you could actually look at the people who liked you.
You can still look at the people who liked you.
Can you count down to 100 and tell me who number 100 is? Was it Stevie? I think he was. But I was like, I was going to give a little prize.
No, he's excluded from our prizes. Anyone that's related to the family is excluded from the prizes, just like normal radio stations, normal radio shows.
All right, you're right.
All right. They get the prize of knowing you. Okay. That's the prize they have. That you're the superstar, they get to know you. They don't need to win anything from us.
All right.
Unless they hook it up with a bunch of their free stuff, so that way...
We are giving him a lot of airtime. I want to say one more thing about him, maybe 2. He sent me a song of opera music today, and he said that doesn't understand any of it, but he's feeling it, right? So, and when I listened to it, it was like...
That's the shrooms.
And I'm all... maybe let's get some words to this, because it's nice, but what is this chanting over my life? I felt like it was like a spell he put on me. He's like, just listen to this YouTube. It's opera.
Give me all your money. Give me all your money.
No, it was like Italian or something, because it's opera. And
but they're really saying, give me all your money.
It's true,
in
right?
Italian.
In Italian?
I'm Italian. Let me hear it. I'll translate it for you.
Are you? On what side, mom or dad?
Mom. And a lot on father's side, too.
Are you sure? Did you get your DNA checked?
My mother did.
Me to me.
Hashtag me too? No, that's something different.
No.
22 and me or 23 and me or whatever?
23 and me. Yeah, I don't know why the 23, I guess.
I actually have a friend out in Indiana, and she's actually working on doing a family tree chronologically of her family, and she's like diving into this thing like she's a detective. Like she has to me, when she's describing it to me, she's like she has a cork board and has all the red string going over, and she's literally like researching where family used to live, like the housing, the address. And I'm like, how do you get like the information on that? Like, you're like Liam Neeson, okay? You're like,
well, she's diving deeper, you know. When that kind of leads into stalking, you know. And I'm not an expert, but I have a pattern and I have a formula. And I like to, like, let's say I went to your page, and then so and so commented on something, and you're like, that was funny. And so I'm like, oh, Corey thinks this person's funny, so I need to investigate because I love Corey.
Wait, who did I say was funny?
I'm just making shit up.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay,
let's say you have a
okay,
post, right?
Gotcha.
And so anyway, so I click on that person's profile, and then I just go deep down that hole all the way as far as I can go. And I love
Get in there nice and deep, like.
Yeah, and I want to see if you're anywhere in that story, and you know, and I do that with everybody that
Gotcha.
I just want you guys to know if anyone's watching, the one person that's watching, hey, you'd be lucky for me to stalk you, okay? I get very detailed. Oh, there's 7 people now, 8. Wow. 9.
I don't know what he's doing. He's counting down.
Counting you down because it's almost a half an hour.
Oh, well, do we care?
We're only
Do you
doing
not care?
We're only doing a half. I didn't know we were only doing a
30
half
minutes.
Well, but see, back in Talks with Shell, when we never launched that, we were going to do 15-minute segments, but we don't have a time limit, producer Kev, unless you want us to just. Do you have any go potty or something? Are we going to like wrap it up? And
I thought
come
we
back?
were doing 1 hour shows. The average podcast is about 1 hour.
Okay. Keep rolling then.
All right. Okay. Hey.
Like I said, this is episode 1. We're just
Right, we're working it
figuring it out. We're testing the waters. I mean, if you only want us to do a half hour, this is your studio, sir. Like, I don't want to upset the engineer because he's going to make us sound like chipmunks or like throw in little sounds of like things happening to us while we're talking.
I got this one.
The birds.
Because no one's listening.
Crickets.
Oh, that's
Oh, those are crickets. Okay, I hear that now.
The birds.
It sounded like birds at
It did.
first.
It did.
I was like, oh, okay. Well,
I also got a sad trombone.
Okay. You know what? That'd be good.
keep that one. Keep that one on record.
Do you have it labeled? So
And
you
then
know?
I also have, since you were talking opera, a harp.
Oh no, actually, I want that one when I feel enlightened. If I say anything amazing or
Good
something,
one-liner. Corey comes up with the...
I already asked Corey earlier, and I asked him if he had jokes, and he's like, I know people who have jokes.
I got a joke. My
Okay.
penis.
I don't know. He just like stumped me there. Let's
Sorry.
see. It's okay.
That's God's joke on my life.
Live. Oh, I was reading one of my notes. Hey, you know what? I feel like I just had a Biden moment. I'm sorry. I'm not going to bring politics.
She's reading the teleprompter like in front of her.
I'm all live. Podcasts are recorded. And I was letting you guys know that when we're live next week, we're not really live.
Like in life. I should say in life.
Yeah, we're live recorded.
You know, we got to be careful with that, though, because we're going to piss off somebody by saying live anywhere in there. I've realized this in the last 4 years. You say anything with the word live in it, you know.
Right. That's true. That's
lives, anything like that, people get upset, and it's like, bro, chill the hell out.
true. You know what? That's funny because for a job, I have to talk on the phone, and I email people to call us to talk on the phone because I don't want to explain it. I don't want to get this banter. So one time I emailed and said, give us a call live on the phone. And I guess my boss, she's not my boss anymore, but man, she was always like looking. That'll give me a topic. I'm going to ask you about bosses in a minute.
Okay.
She's always trying to find something. She's like, what do you mean by live? I'm like, we're like, I don't know. I just said it. I'm sorry I wrote that, you know. And she wanted me to change my whole speech around that because, you know, just.
I wanted you to actually call into me and talk to me live, not
like a live agent. I said, there's a live agent. She's all, what do you mean? Of course we're alive. And I'm like, I just had to move forward. She was 36.
Could have been an automated thing.
True.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Right.
live. We're live. We're here. We're doing this. We're not automated.
Exactly. So, you know, when it comes to bosses, do you do you have I know you kind of are self-employed right now a little bit, but you do have a boss. But in the
day-to-day, I have a manager. Yes,
Okay.
he is my boss. I take his lead a lot with the company decisions and stuff because he's the one been doing this for like 30 years. Shout out to Winland Metals and Recycling. You got metal, hey, auto parts, anything like that, property metal, farming equipment, whatever need moved out, removed. We do this recycling.
Nice. But I want call center stories. I want you to kick it old school. I want you to go back a few years in your mind and tell me.
What, when I worked at
wherever you worked, but tell me a funny call center story because, it's like restaurant people, call center people. That's me.
I only worked there for like 5-6 months.
Oh, and you graduated? You're not like me, been there for 4 years. I'm going to die in the call center.
No, I mean, it was a company that basically called and scheduled tow pickups for vehicles that were being sold. One of your former employees that, I worked with her and I worked with my buddy Travis. I worked with Joey.
Same shift?
Oh, yeah.
All in the same room?
All in the same, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Although it was better when we were at the old office warehouse because it was used to be like a used car lot setup and there was a wall in the middle of the room and it had a window. And Joey, if you ever know the band Burn Halo, Mr. Joey Rocks, he was on the other side of the wall while Travis, me, and Bree were all on this side. He would literally pop up like he was Alf and just poke his head through the window in the room and just start talking like, hey guys, what's going on?
Oh,
and it was awesome. And then when the managers left, like the main manager left at like 2:33, the other assistant manager dude, he didn't care. Everyone grabbed Nerf guns and ran around the office shooting each other.
That's like an episode on TV.
It was like Workaholics, honestly, no joke.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a special kind of person that can be able to talk to someone on the phone, especially if they're stressed. It sounds like towing. And I help people get work, so they're always calling like,
well, even now
I'm broke. I'm like, you should have planned better. I don't say that though.
Well, no, it was like, I mean, they were donating the vehicles for Make-A-Wish Foundation, so I dealt with all like the title paperwork and doing like.
Is that when you got inspired to do? I mean. Like you do a lot of charity work and stuff. I mean, was it during that time?
No, I've always been wanting to do charity work within our community because I've always felt if you have the ability to, then you should. Yeah. If you can get stuff handled, get stuff done, and you can help out other people, your fellow man. Even though I really hate humans, I like animals better and nature. I'm not saying I'm a tree hugging hippie, but I like nature better. Oh, okay. It's probably just ran over. I'll probably, we'll just probably hit publish it afterwards or whatever.
I love how he whispered. He was like,
yeah, you can't, Kev, it's okay to have some, like come in and just tell us whatever's going on.
Right, because that distracted me.
It's not that big of a deal.
I'm supposed to distract you.
Like, it's okay to be hot. It's a podcast. The more nitty gritty behind the scenes it gets, the more you chime in is better. Like, hey, the toilet flooded in the other room and the water's coming in here. I need to stop this stuff to save all the equipment. Okay, that type of stuff is okay. Let's just let it happen.
Yep.
Like, make it more real. I mean, people, this is real life. Stuff goes wrong. Things go on. Just chime in and say, hey, what's up? I have to fart. Can we pause?
Distorted reality.
Distorted reality. I want to get some swag right away. I just want it made. And so I think today when we go down to the Hell House, I'm going to suggest we have that, right? We have our logo thing for Distorted Reality.
I sent the one I made, but right. I mean, he had other cool things going on with it. So
okay, so we're going to pick a couple. We'll have something in the background. We have a desk that was donated to us. Can we do a shout out? A table that we're attaching legs to. It's beautiful.
So it's just the tabletop.
Yeah, but it's really
nice.
You
didn't tell me that. You just told me a table's being donated, but now you're like, oh no, just the top of the table's donated.
No, wait. What's the truth?
No, it actually has legs.
Oh, okay.
My friend Troy makes custom.
Do you have his info?
His name is Troy Roth, and
do you have his Facebook info?
We are going to put him as a donor at the end of the show with his information.
Like a blood donor, egg donor, semen donor?
Sperm donor, whatever. Donor. He makes custom tables with like really cool art kind of.
So at the end of our show, we're going to have like all sponsors advertising by blah, 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 blah,
yes.
blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to add to it. So right now we have Distorted Nation Radio, Hellraiser Nation, or I guess Hellraiser Clothing. And, of course, Reality Check TV.
Winland Metals and Recycling.
Winland Metals and Recycling. And, the guy that you just said, Troy. I already forgot.
Troy.
Famous Troy Raff.
The tables are beautiful. It's kind of like this little swirly thing with the color, and it'll be cool. We are looking for sponsors, and I'm gonna.
Would you say you wanted free weed?
I do at any form.
Hey, if anyone wants to be a sponsor out there, just give us free drugs. We'll let you be a sponsor.
Not all drugs, okay. However, I'd like to keep them legal. If they're not, we can talk on the side because I know people that like that kind of stuff. But me personally,
Distorted Reality does not condone any drug use for anyone under the age of 18. Just letting you know.
Yes.
You got to be an adult to make your own bad decisions.
Right.
And some of them 21.
Yeah, some of them 21, right?
Oh,
For the
yeah.
alcohol.
Blank you, California.
Like alcohol, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because in my past, I think there's a lot of kids in the scene. I didn't know that they were under 21. I thought they were closer to 21, but they weren't. Now that looking back, like, who do we see recently? We saw Arian, right? And he used to be in the band
Conceived in Chaos.
Right. And I mean, we met these kids. They were like 16, I think, and we're like,
What'd you say his name was?
Only they brought the
Arian.
beer to our house.
Arian?
So, yeah.
I'm so glad you said the word band.
Oh,
Because it sounded like you were going to say brotherhood.
no. And then, you know what and he's dealt with that, challenge of his name his whole life, right? But yeah, he's a good guy. But yeah, I did probably help him drink alcohol. I remember one time
Dude, go on.
Yeah, one time we had a leftover keg. And I'm like, nobody wants to come over, right? Everyone's tired. But these kids did. They came over and we let them milk jugs. And I'm like, I just feel like I'm giving you stories, right? So I'm
Bring
like,
a container.
and I
That's all you
advertise
need.
that. And I'm like,
That can hold beer.
Make sure that the address for this show doesn't get out there. The studio for Distorted Reality
This
is not
happened-
out there in the ecosphere.
This was at an old house in Sacramento, so we're not even affiliated with that. And but yeah, if you went to that house, the lady that bought our house,
Is there a statute of limitations on that?
No, right? It's probably been more than 7 years. They're like 25 now, so it's
okay.
fine. It's fine. But yeah, good times, we had a lot of good times in the community and we want to bring that back. So as far as back to what I want for free, it doesn't matter what kind it is because I particularly like Top Shelf, but
We may even do an episode while on your stash.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to steal
I don't smoke weed or anything like
But
that.
if you happen to see C-Core on the streets, you can go ahead and give it to him and he'll get it to me, because it just.
Well, I'm just saying,
anyway.
I don't smoke weed. I hardly ever drink to get drunk anymore.
No.
Like I said, I'm ancient. I'm 36, and if we do that, we got to do it on a Friday night, so that way I have Saturday and Sunday to, recoup.
But you are.
But for the
you're on
show,
energy drinks,
show, if there's a dispensary out there that gives us a strain or something to try, I will do it because it has to do with show relations.
Oh,
so you can get the aspect from somebody who doesn't normally smoke and what the effects would be, and then from someone who puff pass every single day.
And if I end up just passing out in the corner, balled up in the thing, it's just probably my reaction to normal drugs. I just pass out.
And if I end up just saying rapping or something, then it's good, right? It just free flow.
If you see me swinging from the ceiling fan, then I'd probably stay away from that. Just saying.
We have a hook. Do you know what that's for?
A hook?
Is it a special type of swing?
That's a part that draws you into the song.
That's right, because I'm a rapper. If you give me that, get it. But yeah, I just wanted to point out.
There's only one hook. Where's the other hook for the
You
cross?
only need one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's in the stud that well, huh?
It is. It's solid. Every house we go to, there's a hook where it's for a plant.
I am a carpenter, so yeah, I hit that stud.
He hits it hard. All right, so that was a good segue. You could have hit the dun dun.
Anyways, so what I was gonna say real quick is you've given out beer, we've given out beer. It's okay. Distorted Nation, the Stallion. We went through a hike through what's it called?
Where did we hike? Was I with you?
No, I can't. Was it the Devil's Tunnel?
Oh,
I think it's the Devil's Tunnel. I think that's what it's called. I'm probably saying the name wrong. It's up in Auburn, and we went through it. It's like this mile-long spillway that is as big as what sewer that the Ninja Turtles would hang out in. Like every time I'm waiting for Raphael to pop up or something as we walk down it, and there's graffiti all along it, and it's like pitch black, supposedly haunted, quote unquote. And we get to a halfway point, and all of a sudden, way down at the very barely seen, there's like a speck of light, and we're like, oh, those are supposed to be other people down there,
Are
right?
you on shrooms? Or are you sober?
No, we were sober at the time.
I'm just trying to find out.
And there was like a speck of light, and so as we're getting closer, we hear kids talking. So there's some kids down there, and then we get down there, and there's like these 3 teenagers, these guys that walk down there, and then all of a sudden, Travis, he had this backpack of beer, and he was just
we're talking about Travis and underage drinking. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I got lost. I'm sorry.
So he's like opens it up, and it's like, well, you
Travis.
guys survived Devil's Tunnel, so here you guys have a beer.
Wow. Travis, I'm so proud of you. You know, he got married and he has a baby on the way. I mean, these kids, you feel old when these kids that we used to give alcohol to underage are married.
I think you're thinking of a different Travis, because mine's not having a kid.
Oh,
The stallion from Distorted Nation, not the one from The Conceived.
Oh, okay. So this other Travis then, is he your age?
No, he's younger.
He's younger. No kids.
He's
no
like
wife?
4 years younger. No, he has a wife.
he
He's
does?
in Australia. He moved there.
Oh.
Married Danny.
Hey, so that's our international connection. Shout outs to Travis from Australia. Maybe you can call in sometime. That would be fun.
Well, we also got connections to Thailand and other
we?
places. Yes, my buddy Bryce.
Bryce
Who,
in
if you want
Thailand?
some weed, you should hit up Bryce. That's all I'm saying. There's like 4 farms that he owns.
In Thailand?
Yes.
But we want that Thailand weed.
I don't know if
water
if
is
we
it
don't
growing
find a
in?
wife here in America, then I'm gonna go to Thailand to find a wife.
I'm
just
finding
saying.
you a wife. It's my quest. I'll be your wing chick because basically
I'll just go to
know.
Thailand and buy one.
just buy one. Look, I'm your surrogate mother-in-law.
Hey, wait, what's this tag say? Does dishes, laundry, cooks food.
Is that what you want?
Doesn't do this.
You can hire someone to do that.
I'm kidding. God.
She's
or
like,
am I?
She's like,
Hey, I don't care what she does as long as she makes the sandwich right, all right?
Right.
You got to peanut butter and jelly, and then you got to cut the crust off, and then you got to go from the top left down to the bottom right diagonal.
So you're a crust off. Okay, that's a topic. We're gonna have stories about.
I will
moms.
eat the crust on sandwiches. I'm
Okay.
just messing with it.
Do you peel your apples too? Do they have
No, why would you peel an apple?
Okay, I don't know how you were raised, but we're going to talk about that in the future.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going
we're
to
gonna
talk about...
Let's talk about mom stories, okay? You know, we both have you know what? Corey we both have parents.
We do? I thought we were just like, poof, we're here.
Well, we could. Then that's the future, right? The IG
At some
network.
point, our mothers got laid. They liked sex just as much as we did.
Hey,
That's one thing that I do want to talk about. I want to talk about how, like, you know, I know how we're more sexually charged and everything in society.
my mom was uptight.
But
sorry,
at the
Mom.
same thing, it's like, dude, they all got laid. They all wanted sex. Like, we've talked about this before. My platform for running for president in 2024. All right? We all love to come, so let's come together. That's all I got to say, you know?
Ooh. That's a song, though. Is that copyright?
No.
Come together.
But because that's not what what
now.
the main thing is, though. It's like...
Over me. I mean, that was a song. I used to sing that in front of my mom. Come together right now over me. Mm-hmm. That was like...
Bukkake.
Back in the day, the sexualization of songs was so overt. Now it's different. It's like, you know...
It's like forefront. It's like out there. It's not like an innuendo. It's just boom, there.
Yeah. Or the visual of, you knew when the lights dimmed in a movie and the door was
Ooh,
closed
and
and
it
they were
goes
getting
blackout.
nasty. They were going to do it. The next day.
Now
they'd do
it's just like a
shot.
full-blown porno. They're just like going to town, you know?
And you're like, this is...
Oh, no wonder this is R. Just thank God that there are a lot more hot celebrities out there that will do nude sex scenes. It's just like, cool.
Well, did you ever see the Tom Cruise one where was it the one where...
Eyes Wide Shut with Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, and they actually... I feel like they really kind of... That's how they did it, right? Or was it... I mean, because did you see their sex scene? It was pretty amazing.
Honestly, that's one movie that I never really fully watched.
You know what?
I just fast forwarded to the good points and then turned it off. No, I'm just kidding.
Are we going to do movie reviews?
Yes.
Okay, because I would love to watch...
I think we should...
some old movies.
I would love
Let's
to
review from the 70s.
If you agree, I would love to title the movie review Cut the Reel.
Okay.
You know, REEL. That's a podcast that I used to have back when I started doing all this radio hoopla. Like when I first started doing podcasting and everything, It was Strapped Cast, Satellite Transmitted Radio and Podcasting Team. And literally, we had like 12 different podcasts going for a good about 8 months or so.
Wow.
We also had a book review podcast called Fucking Read It.
Fucking read it. You know what? I have Einstein's dreams here. And I said Epstein's dreams. He's all, how do you have Epstein's dreams? And because I can't
I said like Epstein, like Jeffrey Epstein's dreams, like.
And I sleep next to you.
No, and then I read it. I'm like, Shell, that's Einstein's dreams.
You know what? I make up
Albert
words.
Einstein.
I don't even know if I'm going to read this book, but we're going to do a book report on some stuff.
You like how I use that as a segue? I was setting her up for her book because I knew she wanted to talk about that.
I do want to talk about the books, and I want to talk about
I think there's already
survival.
a podcast out there called Fucking Read It Now, a new one. Just know we had it first. Saying you can check out the SoundCloud.
Can't you just say original?
The original, the OG.
Yeah, OG.
I don't want Stevie getting upset that I'm using the tagline OG.
I love when he introduces himself. He gets a little nervous. You know what, Stevie? You are a ball buster out there, and you're quite suave, and you got it. But I know that I can just say 3, 4, maybe 5 words, and you get shy. So I call you out. So.
Especially when you talk about penises.
Or vaginas.
Anything to do with sexual reproduction or satisfaction. He gets so... I don't know if I should be in this conversation.
Oh, my God.
Totally love you, buddy. You're going to hate me later.
I'm not going to say who it was, but the other night at the show, he was getting quite cozy with...
Okay, well, just up there. Everyone here knows in the room. Everyone watching who was there knows in the room.
It was just great. I loved it. It makes me happy.
He was giddy.
He was giddy.
He was giddy.
And then he
I don't know if giddy got any, but he was giddy.
No, he doesn't. He goes home. He's afraid. He's all talk. He gets the girls all worked up with promises.
I know, and then he slaps their ass with a sticker, and then it's like, oh, okay. They get all their hopes up, and then it's like, nope, that's it. That's his peak. Dude, he's going to hate me after this. That's his peaking, okay? When he hits that sticker on there, like that's it. That's him done. That's his climax.
Well, I have a grandma booty that's got a little bit of a shelf, on it. And he gave it its all, man. And I think I heard him the other night, because we watched the video back, and it was pretty cool.
I didn't even know you guys were doing that.
We didn't know either. My sister was there. We were about to do a shot. Stevie was watching us, and he had a sticker.
I didn't even know you had a sister. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know that you were like, you were hanging out with this chick, and you're like, blah, blah, blah. And then you said sister, and I'm like, I didn't know you had a sister.
Yeah, I have a little sister. I have 2 sisters. One's older, 7 years. One's younger, 5. And, we all live separate lives.
None of them single, I'm guessing?
No, they're all married. Jen's been married 3 times.
Calm down.
3 times Jen's a charm. And I've been married twice. And Kathy, I think she's been married 3 times too. My mom's been married 5, twice the same man, but whatever. Wow, just spilling the tea on divorce. I'm from a broken family.
It's okay.
We all are.
There is no perfect family out there.
I was 9 months old when my parents divorced. How old were you?
Although I would like to say my grandparents would probably be closest to perfect. I mean, it was 62 years of marriage.
Wow. And were they high school sweethearts? Do you know their story?
Just out of high school.
Okay.
According from my grandmother, my grandfather was currently seeing this other girl, but then was
a hussy, I'm sure.
Like his best friend was going out with her best friend. And then there was a party or something.
You swapped?
No. So my grandfather's best friend was going out with my grandmother's best friend.
Okay.
And then there was a party or something, and my grandfather saw her and then, totally started calling her and ditched the other chick and went after her.
Wow.
And then 62
so
or something
scandalous.
years later. Oh, yeah. That's totally scandalous.
Did they have to leave town, or they just stayed there and she had to watch their love evolve?
I don't know. This was like the 40s or 30s.
Listen, your grandmother is still alive.
Yes.
I'm going to meet her someday, and I'm going to bring her some pasta.
She's 87?
Does she
88?
like chocolate? A little bit of whiskey? She drink a little whiskey?
Nah, she doesn't do it. Wine.
Wine? Okay, I'll bring her some fine wine, a little bit of chocolate, and I'm going to ask if I can interview her. She's your grandma, so you can be yourself, right? Or do you have to act different? You can't wear a Hellraiser shirt around her?
No, I do that. I just not when I take her to church.
Okay, all right.
When I take her to church, it's a little awkward.
What kind of church? Pentecostal, slain in the spirit?
No, it's a non-denomination, but I mean, you can totally tell it's like more Christian wackadoodle anyways.
A little bit of tambourine, little feathers. Little bit of
all churches are just like, hey, here's the collection plate, give us money, and then they say whatever from the Bible and move on.
We're gonna change that, okay? One soul at a time.
I think you misread what this whole show was about, but all right.
One soul at a time.
I will change one soul at a time. That's real. My key phrase was I used to go up to people, and because I want to scare you, and I would go up to them and I go I get really close to them and I want to suck their soul. And I just would say that just to see how they reacted. I guess I shouldn't turn.
I mean, if I was about to get in a bar fight, I might say that to a guy.
Say it to the guy. Speaking of a bar fight, have you,
I want to suck your soul.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like WWE. You know, you would be a good announcer guy. You know who Inky is? He's back wrestling again. So speaking of Chernabog Inc. from a long time ago. We're just, he's a cop now, actually, but he still puts the tights on and goes in the ring and does the whole
Which faction
wrestling.
is SPW or the Virgil Flynn's, or do you know which?
I don't know the WWE.
It's not WWE because no one here. There's only one person in Sacramento that was good enough to go to WWE, and she's on NXT right now.
Oh no, he's not good enough. He's a local.
Shotzi Blackheart. Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Do you know how to do any of that? I mean,
what, wrestling?
Art? Yeah, anything like.
I did some kickboxing training when I was younger, mainly on the fact that through marriage to my mom, my stepdad, his cousin was Dennis Alexio, which if you ever saw the movie Kickboxer.
Kevlar, have you?
With Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dennis Alexio was the world heavyweight champion kickboxer, and he's the one that gets paralyzed, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme has to go, avenge him.
Oh.
So but it got me into kickboxing for a little while. So
that's a good childhood memory.
Yeah, and then later in life, we did some. Distorted Nation did a lot of promotion for Nox Pro, which is a wrestling school owned by Rikishi, former WWE superstar. And I was trying to get this whole thing set up where I'd be able to go in the ring and have him do the stink face to me.
Okay.
Totally put his butt in my face.
Okay. Yeah.
And for the radio show, I totally do it. But it didn't happen.
But I mean, can we just get a bunch of big boys?
Tonga Kid, we can get him here on the show. He lives in Sacramento.
Okay. That would be fun.
Rikishi's brother.
That would be fun.
So all the Samoans, we do have a connection to them.
Okay. Well, I want to do. I know that athletic and different things. I mean, would you be willing to do any kind of
do what?
Kicking, boxing again? I want Kevin to go back to martial arts. I want him to. I mean, he's always going to be a martial artist. However, I want him to go back to the meditation part of it. The strength building. I'm trying to do different things. I know you're not. I'm not a runner.
If you guys get me all the giant pads, like actual padding like you would when you're training a police officer dog, I would totally fight Kevlar in the ring as a spectator, just one of those like little matches. What's a training match or something, what are those called? Like, but I want one of those suits that like, no matter how hard he hits me, I just don't feel it.
All right, that'll work.
Because I know he'd probably kill me in like 20 moves or less.
Probably. Yeah, you could probably do that, But I want to learn it. I want to learn how to I'm ready for it. If someone comes behind me, I've been waiting. I feel sorry for the person that actually just like, hey, lady, and I just turn around and just like wail on them with like all my aggression from the last,
So Inky's name is Michael Schmidt, and his wrestling team is called the Headliners.
Okay, the Headliners. Thanks for that fun fact.
I think they do have an event coming up recently.
Yeah, he did. He did something.
Yeah, he's got an event advertised on his page.
They go to the bowling. Is it not? I don't know if it's not the bowling alley. Yeah, maybe. Yes. And so there's this
what
bar
bowling
area. Strings, or it's in Strikes in Roseville. Strikes in Roseville.
Strikes in Rockland, I think it is.
Yeah, Rockland. And there's a side room, and they actually set up the whole ring. It's portable ring, and then they.
But I have a feeling their ring is not like in Knox Pro's. Knox Pro, they literally just have the wooden planks going across.
Oh no,
like,
I think theirs is a little safer.
Yeah, they literally.
No, these guys have a real ring, like it's a real.
No, it's a real ring too that Knox Pro uses, but theirs is
different style.
It's literally like deck boards. So when you land, there's no padding. You're just landing on the boards. You have the thin layer of the carpet thing over it, and that's it. Like real WWE style. Like when you, because I went to the what was the old other one that was Impact Wrestling or whatever it was that was out for a while. I got to go in the ring and meet Jeff Hardy and do all that stuff.
That's cool.
A long time ago, and there was like you're walking on like an inch of padding on their ring, like. Knox Pro, they don't have nothing.
And what's the point? They want to be badasses, or they can't afford padding? I mean, I don't
no,
get it.
They do it because of the way when you hit the ground on the boards, you hear the boards go, and you get the sound effects and all that stuff.
Okay.
So when you hear the boards bouncing up and down, and in the middle, you do get that little spring leaf that you can jump up because it's like bowing down a little bit when you step on them.
Okay.
So you get that little trampoline effect.
Be cool. So we're thinking about like doing field trips. I don't know if there's going to be any up and coming things.
I think we do introduce some wrestling things. I mean, I would always love to make my wrestling debut. I mean, I never got to. There was a Golden Gate Championship Wrestling or something like that.
Really?
There was one here. I don't know if they're still doing that. A buddy of mine was putting that stuff on. I always wanted to go into the ring and just do like a small little seg bit. If you hit me in the back on the head with the chair, I'm like totally fine with that.
Okay.
Like throw around a little bit, enter the ring as, C-core,
I mean, I always wanted to just kick somebody's ass. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to do roller derby because I know how to roller skate, but I feel like I would hurt myself, so I don't want to do that.
Or, so if I'm not doing C-Core, then my wrestling name that I always thought of from when I was a kid, I'd be Corey, the main man Modena.
So Inky's, where he wrestles.
I feel like he's not even listening to us.
Was called TFW.
TFW. See, there's always something, whatever. TFW.
I'm sorry, TWF.
Get it right. Okay, TWF.
TWF Wrestling.
Okay.
The Wrestling Fucks.
Which stands for Total Wrestling Federation.
Oh, I like mine better. The Wrestling Fucks.
I just want to sit at that booth. You know that meme when it's like on the internet, it's been famous. There's just this guy in a park. He has a desk.
Oh, and he has like the thing written in front of it.
Yeah. And I want to do.
But you can't do that because you want to be able to read your teleprompter.
No, I want to do that for real on one of our field trips. I want to go downtown.
Put a table up.
Ask me to tell you the truth about something, and
I want to go down and talk to people, walk around downtown and interview just random people. Like, I don't know if it's still around. Is the Sacramento News and Review still around? Or is it just internet like website now? There's no more newspaper.
I don't see the newspapers anywhere.
But I know they still have a website.
Well, why don't you look it up? Fun fact guy. Okay.
Yeah. You're our guy in the chair, Kev.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kev is our guy in the chair. He is the factual dude. Like he can internet search everything while we're here. Okay. We are Spider-Man out saving the world, and he's the guy we're contacting. Hey, I need the schematics of the building now.
I thought you were Superman.
Well, I'm just giving an example.
I'm Catwoman.
Superman doesn't have a guy in a chair.
When I was a little girl, I was either Batgirl or Catwoman. There was no super for the, I was always the villain. I didn't want to be the princess. I wanted to be the villain that
turned good. Was it
maybe she's
but
good.
Catwoman's like an anti-hero. She's just a thief. She's not like a villain. She'll rob you, but she's not going to try to kill you.
Oh, is that what she was? She's just going to rob? I'm not a robber. I guess I didn't know what her core mission statement was when I was trying to be her.
It doesn't say that it prints.
Doesn't print anymore.
Newspapers.
Print is dead.
It's all online.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. At least
So,
they
anyways,
exist.
what they would do is they'd go around and they'd ask a question. They'd give their name, like, so I am Steve, and here's my answer to the question or whatever, and then give a little paragraph of what the answer was. Like, I was always wanting to go down and talk to people and be like, what's like a hard hitting topic within Sacramento right now, like the construction going on, or all the shootings that are happening right now, like in Sacramento downtown, like get people's views on that and put that out there and voice the Sacramento's people, like give them a voice
and ask people, are you just visiting here? Are you actually a Sacramento person? You live downtown.
And if you're visiting, why the hell did you come here? Why? No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot Sacramento does have to offer. That's what got me into all of this radio and everything in the first place, because I was actually working with a couple bands and we went out on a tour. And when we were like on the way back, it was like,
where did you guys sleep? Like on a bus?
In a van.
In
a van down by the river.
You guys were poor.
It was a DIY. That was like the first one I ever went out. Like there was
a conversion van or like a mini van.
No, it was like at least a 12-seater Econo.
Oh, okay, so everyone had.
It was big enough to where when we got to Texas, the back seat, everyone can open a beer and drink.
Nice.
But no, like when we were coming back from the road, we were just like, oh God, I'm so glad to be home and everything. And then it was like all of a sudden I heard everyone just saying, why would you want to be glad to come back to Sacramento? Like there's nothing here. And I'm like, have you seen Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah, you shut the fuck up. You're glad you're here in Sacramento. Like there is a lot Sacramento has to offer. There is so much art, culture.
I feel like
there's
Sacramento's
comedy,
a transplant.
there's music, there's we have the little Ferris wheel. We have the arcade bars and stuff now.
The State Fair, hello.
Well, right now, the State Fair. I mean, we are the capital of Sacramento. But you're only 2 hours away from San Francisco, 2.5 or 3 hours away from Santa Cruz. You can go to Vallejo, Six Flags, Marine World. I think it's no longer Marine World. It's just Six Flags. Yep. They got rid of all the animals. No, I don't know. It just seems like that's what everyone's like, oh, why would you want to go see the animals? That's depressing. I'm like, because my ass is never going to go to Africa, okay? I'm not going to see a giraffe anywhere else. I'm not going to go out swimming in the ocean. I'm not going to see an orca do a flip and then land, okay? This is where I can, okay? This is where it's safe.
I used to party with this lady that was one of the trainers at Marine World in Vallejo, and she was an alcoholic, and she used to tell me stories.
When she tripped and fell into the tank?
Just how there was like a lot of abuse going on even back then. So she.
Well, see, that's where I think they just. I don't think they necessarily.
She didn't do the abuse. She saw the abuse.
Well, see, that's where I don't think they necessarily should.
And I don't know why I told you she was an alcoholic. I'm sorry.
What's her name? Mary? Let's just say Mary. Like, Mary, put that drink down. I personally think that, places like that are okay. Like, there's animals that are hurt and captured, like, in the wild, and they need a place to mend and all that stuff.
Like
sure.
that guy that went to prison with the tigers?
No, but like, just make it like a sanctuary where like people, they still do that stuff.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, the Tiger King. But like, regulate it. Actually have people make sure there's no abuse going on. Make sure like the Sacramento Zoo is like the worst zoo to go to. I heard people just recently talk about, oh, we're going to go to the Sacramento Zoo. I'm like, why do you want to go see monkeys that are on Prozac? Like these animals are just like.
Oh, you know what? Maybe should we do that? Should we be
go protest? No,
not protest. not like kind of like a form of Yelp. Should we just go there and do reviews of just?
No, we do need to go do reviews. I think we should. We should actually take the camera, walk around, do things, and like we have the ability. Mainly,
we really do
with you guys, especially because Reality Check TV. Hello, they're professional. They got real equipment. We do. It's not just me on my cell phone. But no, like seriously, you guys. Yeah. We should go out and experience restaurants, bars, freaking the zoos, like event places, things that go on in the Sacramento area.
What about the pop-up ones? They have these pop-up food places now where they just...
the food truck mania and all that stuff, yes.
Or just a pop-up restaurant, I heard. Maybe that's just in Vegas. I thought they did.
They do that here too. There's places like that all over, and... That's one thing that people don't realize is like there is so much stuff to do in Sacramento. You just don't know how to find it.
You got to find it.
You don't know where to look.
Where I work down off 16th Street, there's a Safeway there, and then they have this like apartment building thing, and there's a brewery, and then there's this bar, and it's called the Red Door. Okay, and I don't know what's behind this red door. So like I heard dirty people. We should have something about Whisper, though. We would have a little Whisper thing. Where we at? Where we at with life? What's happening?
Why don't you just ask him how much time are we at?
We're at an hour and 7 minutes.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up shortly.
8 minutes.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up in a few minutes here.
We are going to wrap it up, but we're going to I'm so excited, so we're going to do that. We're going to
go out. We're going to field trips. I want to do a show on the light rail. I just want to sit on the light rail for
Do we have it? We need a power pack. What do we left for equipment to make that happen?
Oh, well, we'll talk about that off the air. We don't need the behind the scenes right there.
Donation.
I think it would be dope to spend at least 3 hours on the light rail, go as far as the light rail goes, and come back and just talk to random people.
It goes to Folsom.
I think we will need just basically a power bank and a producer other than me or armed security other than me.
I got security. I got security. If I had the
What's
business
your Cash App? We need to get one for our show.
if I wish I had the card on me, but I do. We have a security team we can use.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
I have a security.
You have
Chief
people.
Security Chris is what I like to call him. Christopher
Does
Hernandez.
he have a shirt that says security?
Yes.
Oh, bougie.
He's licensed, certified to carry a gun, pepper spray, handcuffs, all of it. He's good. He's an ex puddle jumper. National Guard. He's a lifeguard that jumps from a helicopter.
Okay.
But he served, and he has a security team. I'll go through and I'll get you the info, guys. So that way, if you guys need a security team for any event here in Sacramento or NorCal, they're hireable. And he has a professional team that comes in. They have the whole walkie-talkies and everything. And
we have walkie-talkies.
So do I. I have a few. No, I got a couple. I'll bring some. Like the Cobra kind or whatever.
We have professional ones when we used to do after
events and stuff. No, so we'll have a security team. We'll actually do it. Or another good way, if we don't have a security team, we just bring 2 24-packs of beer, and when the hobos come up to us, we just hand them a beer and say, "Hey, here you go, take off.
Here, get out of here."
Yeah.
I want to go do the tours down in the tunnels underneath Sacramento.
Yeah.
Go to those type of things. There's so much. Like I said, there's so much here in Sacramento. That's why one of the main reasons I started doing radio and promoting and everything is because I want it to be a place where people can find out what to do, when to do it, and just an easy filtration place. Just come here and you'll find everything you can do.
I want to get a tattoo with you. I want to experience a little bit of pain with you.
What?
Why don't we just go to a dungeon?
Wow, you just took it to the next level. I'm like, I just want a tattoo.
Whoa, okay.
Well, the dungeon's not permanent.
Sex dungeon. All right.
Speaking of that, we do have somebody that's going to come in, and she's representing, the mid-30 group, and she says she wants to be a sex therapist. I'll be the judge of that. You'll be the judge of that. So she'll come in as a voice.
So does that mean she can sleep with me and get rid of all my therapy? I don't have to need to go see my therapist?
We actually need somebody that way.
Is that a sexual healer?
Right.
As long as you don't need therapy after.
That's what I'm saying. If we sleep together, that means I don't need any therapy after because you cure me.
I think you need to go through my version first of casting demons out of you first. I can get you back reset, and then somebody else.
Which that's one thing we're going to talk about too. Is the breaking down and making it. What do we say? Getting rid of the, see, now I'm trying to think of it. Stereotyping, not the stereotype, the stigma. Ending the stigma, okay? The fact that it's okay if you have a therapist. If it's okay if you're fucked in the head, okay? Everyone is in some way, form, or fashion. So it's okay to actually seek help and try to better yourself. The fact that you're willing to do so puts you 1,000 steps up above the people that are narcissists and full of themselves and just think that there's nothing wrong with them. If you can't openly admit and say, "Sorry, I am fucked in the head and I need help," then,
Yeah, we're pro mental health and we're pro mental recovery. And
we're going to be talking a lot about all that stuff.
I'm not even being funny about that. I'm I've been judged my whole life. I've had every label. I've been diagnosed with just about everything. My most current one, because I will be talking about that journey in the future, they say I have a personality disorder. I think they used to say I was bipolar, but, I'm way more my depression and my lows and highs. I'm more just and then we're going to just deal with this here. It's not schizophrenia. It's none of that. It's just I adapt to my environment because I'm a product of trauma and I'm a survivor.
I think we're all a product of trauma.
In one form or another.
And I think people just don't realize it. And that's where I think a lot of like with the trauma, and that's where, you know, a lot of stereotypes get born from, and people that just
they say, "Oh, she's just crazy." I'm like, "What is that?" No, I'm actually.
How about you define it? Define it. Like,
yeah.
what does crazy mean? Like when you say someone's crazy, like why are they crazy? How are they crazy? Get in depth to it and try to make us understand why you think I'm crazy, but yet you're the one sitting there paying attention so close to me and everything going on that you're not even living your fucking life.
Right.
All right. Until you get a couch and I'm laying on it, you can't fucking psychoanalyze me.
Yeah, and I've had, we can actually have when we dive down this. There's good therapists and there's bad ones, and
we should totally do a therapist corner and actually get a couch in here for that point.
There is a couch I wanted to buy from.
And then
downtown.
we can just like lay down on the couch, and then or we can totally take turns. I'll interview you. I'll do you. You do me. Like we'll sit there and psychoanalyze each other.
And then Kevin will watch.
And then
I'll do you, and you do me, and Kevin will watch.
Whoa! Hang on.
I'm not much of a watcher.
I don't know about
more
that.
of a doer.
That came out wrong. Okay. But on my pad of paper, you're going to see a lot of tic-tac-toe with myself. You know, Kevin's going to come around and then zoom in on my paper that I'm writing right when you're on the couch.
I'm all taking cliff notes because I want to like psychoanalyze later. I'm actually a really good listener, and so are you. And that's one of the things that you're. Not only do you listen, Corey, but you also. I feel like you're present too. You're not. You know, some people can listen with glazed over eyes. I'm like, are you like paying attention?
I listen
to what I'm saying?
and even if you so I'm one of two listeners. There's two parts of me. I can listen and just hear what you have to say, or if you want, I can actually help try to like, you know, talk to you and see what's going on, you know, like give my advice or whatever. Cuz I have been through a lot. What's going on, Kev? Everything okay? All right. Okay, we're getting out of here soon. Anyways, we're getting the camera is giving us the hook.
So
okay?
we already lost our live stream a long time ago.
Yeah,
right?
we lost that, but hopefully I can still click on it and then share it. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying.
We were just talking about mental health. Get ready for that extra to push the button when our episode closes, and you can do that outtake music because I kind of like
okay.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get out of here, but yeah, I'll help you through it. I'll talk to you through it because I have been through a lot of shit. And I've had friends that went through a lot of shit. So I've seen a lot of different scenarios in my life, regardless if it necessarily happened to me or someone close to me. Yeah. But I have experienced a lot. And that's where I think my mentality has changed from, you know, the dipshit fucking, you know, dude down here to, you know, I'm more mature now.
Emotional maturity comes in. Also having tools. One of the things that I'm going to share with you is that I'm not saying get off medication. I'm never going to be advocate of that. Talk to your doctor. What works for you, but what works for me is I've learned marijuana helps, but actually that can make you, you know, if you get the wrong kind. But I have coping skills, and I want to share some of the things, my techniques over the years that have worked for me. I recognize when I'm at a level. Sometimes I choose to just go full blown. Okay, and I'm fully aware.
Hulk out.
And it's not like I'm blackout, you know, where you're a blacked out drinker and you don't remember. No, I'm fully aware of my behavior, and I'm like, okay, stop that. So
we're gonna talk more about that later.
We'll
the camera's telling us we're gonna die. Ooh.
All right. Well,
Kevlar wants us out of here.
Hit that extra. Is that what you call it?
Intro extra.
Yeah. All right. This was Distorted Reality Podcast. Shellers are here. C-Core in the house. Special thanks to producer Kevlar and our sponsors.
Hellraiser Clothings, Reality Check TV, Distorted Nation.
And then that like recycling company too.
Winland Metals and Recycling.
All right.
And we're going to have a whole bunch more promoting the Sacramento area and local businesses.
Don't forget, we'll be August 6th, Saturday from 4 to 6 at Out of Bounds Brewery. See you there. Peace.
Or not.
Or not.
So my eyes